Hey guys, how you doing? Sorry I haven't been on in a while, but trying to figure out the schedule, so I'll try to get you guys some live streams pretty soon. But for now, a standalone video is gonna have to do. Today I wanted to talk about toxic femininity and how it's manifesting itself in the dating pool. So I know somebody. I was talking to somebody recently, a lady, and she said that she went to Home Depot and she was gonna get some, you know, materials. She was doing something at her place. And when she asked for help from a guy, supposedly the guy just gave her a blank stare and didn't even bother to help her. So she was like, I can't believe that. What the hell's going on? And I thought, I wonder what is going on. But I did have some thoughts, but I didn't really want to say anything too hardcore because I wanted to do a little research as to what's happening. And sure enough, because look, you and I have been seeing what's happening out there where men, just by doing the normal things we do on a day-to-day basis, are being shamed for it on like TikTok, Instagram, things of that nature, where women at the gym set themselves up and try to catch guys looking at them when in reality or actuality, they're probably looking at you so that they can use the machine. There's recently a video of a girl that was at a gym. She had a little Bluetooth microphone set up and she's doing those thrusts, whatever, that booty exercise every woman does. And she's like, oh my God, this guy's looking at me. Look at him. Look at him. I feel so unsafe right now. Oh my God. And the guy was literally like doing some like extensions on a bench or some kind of like back extensions, looking that direction. And you know what? To me, it looked like he was checking to see if she was done. Because women love to take up a lot of time on like a squat rack and do thrusts. And men squat on a squat rack generally. So this woman kept going, oh my God, look at this guy. He's checking me out. I feel so unsafe here. He's just staring me down. As if she was hot shit. She was a solid 5, right? Like a solid 5. And I'm like, wow. So maybe men are now saying, we are not going to help any woman for fear of being caught up in the, I don't know, maybe becoming part of the Me Too movement. Women, toxic femininity, women that are hardcore feminists, unfortunately, have started to shoot themselves in the foot because whenever they need a man, and trust me, women, you need men. Okay, you don't think so right now, but do you think that electricity that you use, you think that the water that runs, you think everything that runs in the world, was it built by a woman? No, more than likely, I would say 90% of the time, it was built by a man. So if I was approached by a woman that says, can you please help me with this? I'm going to be honest with you guys. 3 years ago, 5 years ago, absolutely. I'm a gentleman. Let me try to help this woman. Hell, I would have even offered to help this woman. But there have been some occasions recently with me where I attempt to help someone and they don't want the help because they don't want to be seen as a damsel in distress. So I said later on to the lady, well, I don't blame the guy for not helping you. She's like, well, what do you mean? I go, men are now victimized for doing chivalrous acts. Holding a door open is now a negative. Being chivalrous, racking the weight, offering help, offering to do anything. Imagine you're in the north and you're stuck in the snow and a man tries to come over to help. And because you're afraid that he might do something to you by some weird, whatever is happening in your head that you think he's going to assault you in some way, men generally want to help. So I think toxic femininity is starting to creep into our culture. It's starting to affect how we date, how we approach women. Women, have you noticed that you're a very good looking woman, probably a solid 7, and no man approaches you? No man approaches you. You maybe look at him and he's like, nope. Unless there's an insanely obvious sign that you like him, he probably still won't approach based on the societal pressures that men have to leave women alone. Almost on if you go on TikTok, Instagram, and all those other things, You see a woman making fun of a guy for doing man things, for doing chivalrous acts, for looking at them at the gym. I'm sorry, you're wearing nothing, and you're wearing scrunched up leggings that stuff most of the material in your ass crack on purpose. And you're wearing a tank top, a lot of flesh showing. That's fine. But imagine I go to the gym in a Speedo, and I got one of my balls hanging out. And I dare catch a woman look at me. I go, oh my God, look at this woman. She's looking at my balls. Oh my God, look at this woman. She's looking at my balls. I would never do that because my balls are out. So I would never blame her for looking at what's out there. So when I heard that story, I did a little research, and sure enough, you look up on TikTok or anything like that where men are being shamed for doing chivalrous acts or simply looking at a girl at the gym. It's become a very normal thing, and I'm kind of saddened by that because there are a lot of women out there that are probably used to men approaching them. Heaven forbid you're a good-looking girl in your 30s and 40s. Not only are the cards stacked against you because men generally go for younger girls, but you're going to have to be a little more aggressive on your end, in my opinion, to seek out a guy. Ladies, the way you wanted feminism, you wanted equality. Well, you got it. So now men don't approach you. Why is that? We want to take care of someone. That is our nature. Our nature is to take care of someone, to provide for someone. But if that someone is generally somebody that rejects masculinity, then the men are going to move on. Men are going their own way. Men are just doing. If I become single, I probably won't end up in a relationship because it's going to have to be my way or no way. I'm sorry. I want to take care of you. I want to do this. I want to do that. And if I'm not allowed to do those things, well, more often than not, what's going to happen is I'll work on my cars and do my own things. But so far, things are good. But imagine if I was a single guy out there and women are shaming men because they're doing natural things men do. Approach, say hi, be nice, open doors. Well, no wonder men are out there not even approaching women. And women go, what happened to men? Men don't approach women anymore. You caused it, ladies. Ladies, you caused it. And if you didn't cause it, you know someone who's like that. A militant feminist that says, I don't need a man. I don't want you to approach me. Leave me alone. I'm going to shove this 300 pounds of weight and do thrusts and you leave me alone. How dare you look at me at the gym when I'm half naked? So I feel for people that are out there in the dating pool right now trying to deal with that specific subject matter where chivalry, masculinity is automatically toxic to them. Like I didn't grow up even knowing that masculinity would be toxic. Most of the women I knew growing up wanted a masculine man, a protector, a provider, someone who was wanting to take care of a lady. So I guess women don't want to be known as damsels in distress anymore, and they think that's a negative. So they go out there, get careers, get jobs, do the whole nine. Then someone has to open the jar of or the jar of peanut butter or the jam or olives, and then you go, crap, what are you going to do? Well, open it with your feminism. Why don't you open that with your feminism? Why don't you open your own door with your feminism? Some guy is assaulting you at an alley and trying to take your purse. Well, hit him with your feminism. That should make him go away. I'm kidding, obviously, but you know what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is men are now less likely to engage a female based on the societal norm that it is to shame men for doing male things. So ladies, if you're out there single, dating, and you're wondering why no men approach you, you might have to, tighten up your boots and approach the man to let him know that you're not one of those type of women that is going to shame them for being a masculine male. We got to get back to that. We absolutely have to let men be men. And yeah, some of you women are going to come across some men that you don't like, but we come across women that we don't like. We play that game. We gamble. You're going to have to do the same. Not all men are toxic masculine types. Some are just good dudes that want to hold the door open for you. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll talk to you later.